Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. We are going to be going through maths revision. This is part 1 and I may do a part 2 in the near future, so stay tuned and let's start off with the first section. Our first section of maths revision part 1 is all about conversions. So here we have a bunch of reminders and a bunch of examples and questions. So these reminders are here for just a quick reminder on what conversions we are dealing with. So today we're doing length in this tutorial. So length conversions are as follows: 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, 100 centimeters is equal to 1 millimeter, 1000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter, and 1000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. So we'll be using them to help answer our examples today. So moving to the first question, 23 centimeters is equal to how many millimeters? So here it shows 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So essentially to get to centimeters to millimeters, we have to times by 10. So what we do to get 23 centimeters to millimeters will be times in 23 by 10. 23 centimeters times by 10 would give us an answer of 230. So 230 is our answer, 230 millimeters. And now moving on to the next question, we have 17 meters is equal to how many centimeters? So 17 meters here we have 100 centimeters is to 1 meter, so 1 meter will equal 100 centimeters. So replace that 1 meter by 17 meters. So what we do here is we times by 100. So we do the exact same thing to 17 meters times by 100 to get to how many centimeters we want. So 17 meters times by 100 will give us an answer of 1700 centimeters. So write it down. And also, if you're viewing at home, you can note this down somewhere to help you. The notes are down here on the sticky note, just down here, and you can write them down or screenshot to help you remember these when you're revising through for any exam for 11 plus or any mini exam which has conversions in it. Now, the next question, 127 kilometers is equal to how many meters? 127 kilometers is here, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters and vice versa. So we replace 1 again by 127 kilometers, which when times by 1000 will give us our meter conversion. So the answer we get, 127 times 1000, will give us 127,000. So pretty straightforward conversions here. Now the next one, 42 meters into how many kilometers? Now this time we have to divide, since 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. So 1 meter will equal 0.001. So here we have 42 meters. So we have to divide it by 1000. Now we have 42, and if we divide it by 1000, what we're doing is we're moving it 3 times. So 42, all we have to do is the decimal point is here in 42.0, which doesn't make any difference. 42, what we do is we move the decimal point 1, which equals divide by 10. then again which divide by 100, and again which will give us divided by 1000, which is what we want. So 0, 0, 42. All we have to do is just put a 0 point here on the next one, since we can't have it behind. So what we've done is we've got now 0.042 as our answer. Now all we do, just write it down. So hopefully you understood. If you didn't quite get it, I will go through again at the end, and also you can rewind to see if you might understand it if you hear it again. So 0.042 kilometers. These are essential conversion skills which you need to know for any exam or anything that you're learning. Now, last but not least, the final question, 15 millimeters into centimeters. Again, this time we'll have to be dividing. So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So here we times by 10. Now we have to divide by 10 to do the opposite. So again, we have 15 millimeters and then a point at the end. Now what we have to do is move the point 1 left. So to move the decimal or point, if we move 1 left, then it will divide by 10. And if we move the decimal 1 right, it will multiply by 10. So here we need to divide. So once we divide one movement, divide by 10. Then another movement will divide by 100, and then so on. But all we need to do so far is for this question is just divide by 10. So we've done one movement, so the decimal point will move here to give us an answer of 1.5. So we'll write it down in the space below. Again, if you didn't quite understand that method, here we'll put it 1. We have 1 and 5. We have the decimal point and a 0 to show that it's a whole number. If you add 0.000 and as many zeros, it won't make any difference to the number. It's just to show that we have a whole number here. Now what we have to do is we move the decimal point behind 1, which gives us divide by 10. And then for every decimal point movement you do left, it will divide by 10. And every decimal movement point you do right will times by 10. And moving left will give you divided by 10. So we can carry on going and going to do one, divide by 100, divide by 1000, like we did in the previous question. But for now in this one, all we need is divide by 10. So we've got our answer here. We divide by 10, so the decimal point moves from here to here. So the final answer we have is 1.5. So that's how we work out the final question. And I hope this helped you a lot. And I'll see you over in the next section of Maths Revision Part 1.